in charge of one this week. So one is asking about different molecules that are involved in translation. Sorry. So for A, we're looking for groups of enzymes that covalently link amino acids to tRNA. And that'll be our aminoacyl tRNA synthetase enzymes. And then B is our 4 proteins that consume GTP during translation is your initiation factor or your IF factors, 2 and 3, and then EF2 and EFG. C is a molecule that functions as a ribozyme during translocation, which is your 30S ribosome subunit. And then D, 2 proteins that recognize stop codons, your RF1 and 2, which are your release factors. And then for E, your molecule that forms hydrogen bonds with the Shine-Dalgarno sequence and mRNA is your 16S rRNA. All right, and then 2 is vocab. So we've got our first amino acid in prokaryotic proteins is amino, or also known as a T or an N terminus. B, E. coli protein called EF2 delivers charged tRNAs to the A site of the ribosome. For C, our initiator tRNA binds to the P site, whereas the remaining charged tRNA binds to our A site. And then for D, we got EFG, which is a translation factor that helps the ribosome move 1 codon in the 3' direction. And then EIF3 is a translation factor that guides our mRNA to the 30S ribosome subunit. F, we have our 5AUG codon, which is our start codon, and then 5UAG is our stop codon. G, we have our isoacceptor tRNA. Is the term used that indicates more than 1 codon can be specified by an amino acid. And then H is our final amino acid that's being coded as our C terminus. Yeah.
All right, I'm in charge of 3 and 4 today. So for 3, we had to go through and give all of the tRNA anticodon sequences for each of the mRNA sequences. So to start, first off, just remember the wobble factor for your 3' ends. So our UUG could turn into AAC, GAC, or CAC according to the different swaps that can happen between U and these other letters. Same thing for B, we've got AGU. The only thing different with these is you've got UCG, and sometimes we get the A, so we have ACA there, but then your other swaps are going to be on that side. For C, we've got UAC. Our U can change to AGU and sometimes C. So those will be your sequences for that. For D, A again. So you're going to get U, C, G, A, and and then that sometimes A again. So for E, we've got GCA. Again, the only thing that G can swap for is either a C or a U on the wobble factor side. So those are your answers for that one. For 4, it asks if the we have to determine the amount of amino acids found in protein X. To do that, we times. So we have 218 kilodaltons, which turns out to be 218,000 daltons, divided by the 125 daltons that each amino acid weighs. It gives us a total of 1,744 amino acids. For B, it asks what is the length of the coding region. And to get this, we have our 3 base pairs for our start codon, our amino acids times by each of the base pairs found in those amino acids, and then 3 base pairs for our stop codon comes out to 5,238 base pairs in length for our total unit length, molecule length. For C, it asks how many GTP molecules are consumed to synthesize each copy of protein X. So if you remember in the practice problems that we did earlier this week, each initiation comes with 2 GTP molecules used, and then for each cycle or each amino acid, it takes 2 GTP molecules for that. So we would times the 1,744 by 2, and then we add 1 more GTP molecule for termination, comes out to 3,491 total GTPs used to, for the entire molecule. For D, it asks how many ATP molecules are consumed. So we have to consume 1 ATP molecule per charged tNRA, and we're going to have 1 for every amino acid. So to get that total, we just times 1 ATP by our total amino acids, coming out to 1,744 ATPs units. For E, it asks what is the name of the group of enzymes that contains ATP that consumes, to assist in synthesis of protein X. And that was amino acyl tRNA synthase.
So for number 5, part A, it says, which of the above is involved in translation initiation? What we came up with was the Shine-Dalgarno, IF3, 5' AUG3', tRNA F-mint, and IF2. For part B, it's asking about translation elongation. Our answers were F2, 16S RNA, 23S RNA, EFG, lysyl tRNA synthetase. For part C, it's asking about translation termination. We got RF1 and 5' UGA 3'. Part D, it's asking which of the above is a component of the 70S ribosome. We got 16S RNA and 23S RNA. And finally, which of the above is found within the mRNA? We got Shine-Dalgarno, 5' AUG 3' and 5' UGA 3'.